Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Uncertainty looms over the heads of our major athletes that are signed to the Grand Slam Track League because of a major clash between the final leg of the Grand Slam Track League set for June 27th to the 29th and the National Senior Championships that is set for June 26th to 29. Discussions were being held between the top brass of the J3A surrounding a possible change of the date. However, it's now being reported that the J3A, the Jamaica Athletics Administrative Association, has decided against moving the current date of the National Senior and Junior Championships, which is set for, again, June 26th to the 29th. Now, why does this matter? Well, our athletes that are signed to the Grand Slam Track League could lose up to 20% of their signing bonus once they miss one leg of this league. When contacted, J3's President Garth Gale confirmed that the following consultations with stakeholders, his executive has decided not to change the dates. And one of those stakeholders in athletics surrounding Jamaica is clearly Stephen Francis, head of our former head coach of the MVP Track Club. Now, Stephen Francis hit out against a possible date change, noting that we depend a lot on our collegiate athletes, and based on the time of the Jamaican Championships and the ending of the NCAA Championships, our athletes will still be in good enough shape to compete at the National Senior Championships. However, if the date is moved, then the athletes are more likely than not to turn up at the National Senior Championships not in the best shape, reducing the performances and the possibilities of some of our best athletes not being able to represent the country. A few things. Clearly, the National Senior Championships takes priority. After all, that's the meet that will select our team to represent the country at the World Athletics Championships that will come up September the 13th through to the 21st, 2025. Now, I have to wonder if during the organization process, did Grand Slam Track League even realize the date of the Jamaica Senior Championships? Honestly, I'm thinking that they probably did not. The reason why I'm saying that is because this year in 2025, the World Athletics Championships is set for September 13th through to the 21st. Now, usually the Jamaica Senior Championships and the United States Outdoor Championships run concurrently or run around the same time. Now, this year, considering that the World Athletics Championships is later on in the year, they have moved the date forward. So typically they have a date in June when the championships is in August or around August. This time around it's in September. So they've moved their date forward from a June date, and now it's set for July 31st to August 3rd. Now, keeping that date in mind and the fact that the USA Championships moved forward, my assumption is that maybe Grand Slam Track League thought that the Jamaica Senior Championships also would have moved the date forward as well for our championships. However, we did not. So, like for Paris in 2024, where the Olympic Games was July 26th through to August 11th, where we had our trial set for June 27th through to the 29th. This year, we're still going with that same June date, which is June 26th through to the 29th. So there was no adjustment made, even though the World Championships comes up later on in the year. No, I believe the onus is on Grand Slam Track League to actually change their date because, again, the Senior Championships, in my opinion, takes priority over anything else that is going on for our senior athletes. That said, I do have to wonder why they did not, and that is the J3As, did not consider moving the date forward from the get-go, just like the United States Track and Field Outdoor Championships was moved forward, considering that the World Championships is much later. I'm not a big fan of this June date selected by the J3As only because the World Athletics Championships happens much later in the year, as I said, in September, and so much can happen between June, which is when we're selecting our athletes, and September. And I would think, at least in my opinion, that it would be wiser to hold the championships much closer to the actual, and I mean the trials, much closer to the World Athletics Championships. That being said, they've already selected the date. So I do believe that the onus is definitely on Grand Slam Track League to figure it out, especially for our Jamaican athletes, because I don't want our Jamaican athletes losing 20% of their signing bonus. I did have someone reach out to me wondering if the J3s could give out exemptions for the senior trials for these particular top athletes, and I pretty much shut that down immediately, because the only way you can get an exemption is if you're in top 3 in the world. And the last time I checked, I can be corrected if I'm wrong, I do not believe any of our athletes that are signed to the Grand Slam Track League are currently ranked top 3 in the world. That said, trackies, it's definitely a spot of bother right now, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to find a resolution. As I said, the onus right now is definitely on Grand Slam Track League because, like it or not, the National Senior Championships takes priority. It's above, in my opinion, Grand Slam Track League, though clearly you don't get any money from competing there. But its importance is significant because that is the championships that selects the team that will represent the country at the Global Championships. And without representing the country at the Senior Global Championships, then you might as well call deuces on your career, because that's what determines your payout going forward, your performance at these major global championships. Anyway, trackies, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.